In America, people communicate with their blinkers. Thai people communicate their intent with their car as a whole.
Yeah,
Like,
they'll just start swerving over.
Yeah, I'm coming over. Or
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, Sawadee. So we're going to talk about things that we noticed that were different when we moved here, like immediately. Starting with driving.
Yes, very much so. Right, and just for awareness, we lived in Japan before, so it wasn't just driving on the other side of the road. We did that before. In Japan, people stayed in their own lanes.
They're law-abiding citizens.
Yes. Thailand's a whole different animal inside the cities. Rural, it's a little bit better. But in the cities, it is the wild, wild west on the road.
And to put it in perspective, I've been coming back here like consistently since 2016 when I started working on my citizenship. So I've been driving here for a while, but still, like, it's something else.
Yeah.
When you're doing it like every day, day in, day out, because like you're driving and you could have like a motorcycle with 3 people in front of you, on the side of you, a Grab driver, like a normal stoplight in Bangkok, you could have like 20 motorcycles in front of you, and a Koitil driver on a little moped thing.
Yeah, a little food stand combo with his moped on the other side of you. Yeah.
So anybody considering coming here, getting a license and driving, take your time. Maybe start in a slower city, maybe the outskirts of Pattaya. Karat is slower. Chiang Mai is slower. Just I wouldn't jump head first into Bangkok. Like I would not do that because
so Bangkok
it's scary.
And Pattaya, to me, the biggest thing is where in America people communicate with their blinkers. Thai people communicate their intent with their car as a whole.
Yeah,
like,
they'll just start swerving over.
Yeah, I'm coming over. Are you gonna let me over? Yeah, that's what they do. Like for real. And you just gotta, you gotta just roll with it.
Yeah, it's totally different. All right, number 2, grocery shopping. Here in the grocery stores in the cities, you can buy meat that's prepackaged and already has the price on it. It's weighed out and everything. But then you find these big bins and you go and scoop your meat and put it in a bag. You take it to the station and they weigh it and they put the price on it, right? So you could walk past like the whole part of a pig and that's not a problem. You got tongs or a spoon or something. You scoop it aside, take it to the station. I always forget to do it with my fruit. So like some fruit is already weighed and it has a price on it, but a lot of times, because I forget, especially when I went back to the States for a month and came back, I will be at the register, you'll end up at the register and the person will tell you they can't ring it up because you forgot to go get it weighed. So there is somebody in the produce section that is waiting for you to take your fruit or vegetables to them so they can weigh it and put a price on it so you can go to the register.
Yeah. The thing that I notice when it comes to grocery shopping is we do a lot more shopping at convenience stores here.
Absolutely.
Because the prices are on par with the grocery store.
And not even just that. They're just like the word convenient. We live in a sub-district outside of Pattaya. So like Pattaya is like 15 minutes, 20 minutes in. So, like, there's 7-Eleven here everywhere, but not just 7-Eleven. There are little stores like Lotus, which is like a big grocery store. So, Lotus Go Fresh. There's a Tops Daily, which is the small version of Tops. Big C is like Walmart, right? There's a mini Big C. So, you can go to these little stores and get your meats, fresh meat, your vegetables, everything you need to cook with if you forgot something there.
Yeah, that's true.
Sorry, babe. Didn't mean to steal your thunder. All right, what you got? What's next?
Uh, let's talk about insurance.
Oh, yes. I love it. Look, so we're going to circle back to the driving thing. So, 2 weeks after we get our beautiful brand new car, we put in Google Maps and it takes us down this narrow road that in the US would be a one way. Here, it was a two way with motorcycles going through. So I'm driving, hands on a 10 and 2, sweating bullets. And there's like this much space in between cars. Like, I'm just like, oh my gosh, she's going to talk about me because I'm going to get in an accident 2 weeks after we get the car. And I see this car coming to me, and I saw its mirrors go in. And I should have known, okay, Val, they're on some BS here. And this is really about to get crazy, but I did not know that that was a strategy here. They will literally fold their mirrors in when they know they're about to cut it close to you, so they don't like scratch their mirrors up. So I did not know that, and I scratched my mirror and had a scratch about this big on it, and I had to use our insurance to get it fixed. I waited till we had some other scratches from motorcycles in Bangkok and other stuff, and it's not like the U.S. where it's like a crazy deductible to use it. It literally, we didn't pay hardly anything out of pocket.
No.
What I did pay for out of pocket was 1,000 baht. It's about $30. That was for the motorcycle scratches because there was lots of them running down the side of the car. But all the other little scratches and dents from people like in the parking garages where they leave dents in your car, like, they don't tell you, we didn't pay for that.
Yep. And just a side note on that, as far as driving, if you're going down one of those roads and you don't feel comfortable, it is okay to just slow down. That's something that we had to get used to. You have that pressure to keep traffic moving that you'll feel. You don't have to do that because Thais will do this. They will literally stop when they don't feel comfortable and then let one lane go through and then the other person alternates. So that's perfectly okay.
And we noticed that after our car was in a shop because I already scratched a mirror.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right. So the next thing we're going to move on to is how things are spelled in English and how they're pronounced in Thai. So,
you gotta talk about health insurance.
Oh, I'm sorry. Health insurance. I forgot. So I just recently went to the hospital last weekend because I got tendonitis from doing absolutely freaking nothing. And my shoulder hurt and I couldn't move my arm. And so I, thinking like an American, didn't want to go because I didn't want to deal with insurance and I thought it was going to cost a lot and all that stuff. And I know Thai hospitals are relatively cheap. I know that. Like I said, I'm half Thai. I've come here a lot. I know that. But I still didn't want to deal with it. And I was in pain to the point, okay, I couldn't take it anymore. Finally went. And we were in and out the hospital an hour and a half, and I knew it could be quick because we went to a private hospital. And it's not lost on me that every Thai cannot afford to go to a private hospital. That's not lost on me. But the ease of filing a claim and using insurance, it's so quick. Like, I don't know why I let myself be in pain for almost 24 hours.
Yeah, that was probably the smoothest medical I've ever had to deal with in my life, period. And I'm in the military where we have, military clinics that have their stuff together too. But this was seamless. So.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm sorry. I'm going to move forward. How things are spelled in English and how they're pronounced in Thai could be two different things, and it can cause confusion. So a primary example that I love to use, because a lot of Americans have come here and fell in love with the machine, the Tao Bin machine. It's spelled T-A-O. So us as English speakers, we think it's a Tao, but it's not Tao, it's Tao. Tao Bin. So because in Thai, the word for turtle is Tao. So if you look at the logo on the machine, it's a turtle.
So can I put my perspective on this?
Absolutely.
All right. So I've noticed in Thai, there are consonants between consonants, right? So a T and a D, in between that, between a T and a D is what she's saying right now, Tao Bin. Between a B and a P, Bong, right? There's different consonants, and they will not know what you're saying if you try to use the English, like, oh, that says Tao Bin. They'll be like, what?
So we were having lunch with a good Thai friend of ours, and she asked me how it felt to be back. And I was like, oh my gosh, it feels so good. I go to the Tao Bin machine every morning and get my coffee. And she's looking at me like, huh? Like, peace out. I don't know what you're talking about. And so I'm describing the machine. You know, it has coffee and tea. And you pick the button on the vending machine. And she's like, lost. And she's like, oh, Tao Bin. And I'm like, and it dawned on me. She's right. The word for turtle is Tao. So we, as English speakers, we say things the way it's spelled. And that will totally confuse the Thais because we had that confusion with my friend. We moved to the sub-district here outside of Pattaya, and it's called, in English, it's Pong. So in English, it would be pronounced
Pong.
But in Thai, it's Pong. Because in Thai, it has that BP character. So it's BP, Pong. So when we were trying to get our stuff delivered, we bought some stuff and we needed to get it delivered. And I had our lease with us. I'm like, hey, we live in whatever. I'm trying to give them my address. And they're looking at us like, my kauchai, my runa. Like, I don't understand. Never heard of it. What are you talking about? And I'm showing them a lease. And they're like, oh, Pong. So, yeah, be prepared for people not understanding what you're talking about because you're reading it as an English speaker. So learning to read a little bit could help.
And we're not just talking about like how we see Phuket and we say PH, that means Phuket. We're not talking about that. We're talking about fundamentally the actual character in their language being different than when they put it on a board for English.
Right. And you might see something spelled in English two different ways. Be prepared for that. But so like my husband said with Phuket, you know, we as English speakers, we see the PH and we think like phone, phonetics. No, and it's poo, like Phuket, like poo, ket. Just how we pronounce things in English is not how they pronounce stuff in Thai.
Yeah.
All right. So the last one, talking about getting stuff delivered. Google Maps. You should be prepared, like if you decide to move into a house, not a condo, that you might have to find your house on Google Maps. And for me, here, fortunately, we had a pin that was given to us by a real estate agent. But out in the province, out in Isan, where my mom's family is from, I literally had to like find it on a map, find my town, go down the road. I'm like, when I found it in the city, what they like to use as a common reference point is a school in the Muban, in my village. They like to use a school, and then I had to go trong pai, liu sai, liu kwa, like turn left, turn right, go straight. So that way we can keep moving a little person on Google Maps so we could find where the house was, and then that's how they give the delivery person the coordinates to deliver your stuff.
And you do that when you don't know it from the overhead view. They start with the overhead view and like, hey, point out your house, and you're like, nah, that ain't how it's gonna go today, homie. And then they'll take it to the street view. All right, go straight, go right, and then you can, for the most part, find it that way. We still have a little bit of trouble out in the village because the Google car didn't go all the way, down into the actual village, but at least we can get them in the proximity.
Yeah, it didn't go in my cul-de-sac. It went in my village, like it drove past like the school and the Wat and whatnot, and that's how we use those as reference points out in my village. But like from once you get to the village, it's trong pai, liu sai, liu kwa, to tell the driver how to find to get to you. So.
Yeah, dear.
Okay, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. If you enjoyed it, hit the notification bell. And please feel free to share your experiences with us in the comments and any comments you might have for us.
Yeah, any questions, down in the comments, we'll get to them.
All right, y'all have a great one. Bye, y'all. Wadika.